Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another fun week. You made it back, and we are here ready to keep you company. Thank you guys for joining us again. Don't forget to follow us on the social media scene. You can find us on Twitter at @theblown_same, on Instagram at @theblown_save. We have been posting snips of the show on TikTok as well, so go check those out as well. Don't forget, you guys can also still reach out to us at theblown_save_podcast@gmail.com. You can find the show anywhere you listen to podcasts or music, like Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And if you want to support the show, it doesn't take a lot to do so. Hitting that like, subscribe, or share doesn't cost you anything, and it does help the show tremendously. And as always, make sure you give us a rating and review if you're in the mood. Don't forget to click on the notification button so you can get notified when a new show drops, just like this one. But we can't start a show without the one, the only, Mr. R.T. Casas. Compa, how we doing?
Hey, been grading all day.
All day?
Watching football. Yeah, watching football at the same time. Didn't get to watch any really baseball. I didn't see too many big things going on today.
Right on. How are the students doing? Are they, for the most part, everybody's getting good grades?
We'll see. We'll see. Out the gate, it's kind of like they need to see their grade to see what they're missing, and then they go and get it done what they're missing.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
okay. Do most of them have most of the stuff that they need?
No.
Oh man, guys, come on,
No.
knuckle up here.
Although I have to say, because I've already graded videos first, second, and third period, and first period has some awesome videos, like elite kind of editing skills. I was very, very impressed. And then the other ones have like kind of where you would think they're at for their first project, you know?
Right on.
But yeah, so it's always exciting to see their first video. So they just finished their first videos last week on Monday. And yeah, so now I've just been working on scoring them. So I only have one period left to score. But there's a bunch of kids missing videos. And again, once they see their grade and how much it affects the grade, then they'll kind of get on it.
Gotcha.
Get on it.
Well, that's good to hear. Hopefully these guys figure out what they need to do and get it done, and everything's hunky-dory at that point in time.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's jump into some things here today. UNLV quarterback, he's leaving the school after a hot 3-0 start due to not receiving his promised $100,000 K in NIL money for transferring over to the school. The UNLV coach said that it was not he who made the statement of what he was to or not to receive, but it was the assistant coach. So it wasn't a real offer. The way I think, and I think Compa's going to agree with me here, is that if you're gonna move to a school because of the NIL deal, and they're telling you we're gonna give you $100,000 just to take what they were gonna give him here. Shouldn't you get that in writing before you decide to transfer? Shouldn't you get some lawyers? Shouldn't you get some agents? Shouldn't you get somebody? Shouldn't somebody else be involved in the situation to make sure that you're moving from somewhere to get this money, or that you're moving there and you're going to be promised that money? So from what I hear, compa, before I let you go off on this guy, there was no actual contract. There was only a verbal agreement, and it was from the assistant coach. The kid took that verbal agreement, transferred anyways, started, and he was like, hey, where's my money? You guys are supposed to help me cover my living expenses and this and that. Yeah, that's what the $100,000 was for. And they said, we have no contract. We have nobody said anything. The head coach did not agree to that. It was an assistant coach. Now, I haven't heard anything from the assistant coach. I haven't heard anything from the coaches other than, hey, we didn't tell him. It was nothing was ever promised. So here he is. So what do you think about that, compa?
I agree. You know, at least have it on videotape, on the conversations, like, you know, something, some kind of proof, you know, text message, like anything like that. You know, you would think that you'd kind of have it written down something or somewhere where you could, like, it could be legally binding, right? Not just hey, we're talking on the phone and said you come over here for $100K. You know, they'll tell you whatever they want. They can to get you over there, and then when it comes time to actually come through with it, you know, they're just like, what? When do you say that? No, what you talking about? You know,
right?
So, but I mean, it's one of those, like, I don't know how young this player was, you know, but it's one of those life lessons you're gonna have to learn type of thing, you know? Yeah, but I could see how this leads to other problems, and I mean, he's all for it. Like, okay, well then transfer out, you know, like, all right. Well, UNLV they're 3-0, right? So they're gonna kind of have to learn the hard way too. They're like, okay, well, we're losing our quarterback because this guy promised one thing and I didn't know about it, or the coach. But that's also too, like, if the coach is sending out an assistant coach to go do all these things and they're giving them the green light, wouldn't you
Exactly. It
think?
should be carte blanche on that. At that point, you should be like, yeah, man, do whatever you got to do. Sign this guy, tell him to come down.
Yeah, yeah. So then, if not, I would think there's problems there as well too. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't have a problem with the player leaving or anything like that. Kind of does suck. I would throw that assistant coach maybe under the bus type of thing too.
Well, like
If
I
I was
said,
the player.
only the head coach has come out and said that oh, we have no contract. There was nothing written down. He didn't say anything. It was hearsay, and it's from an assistant coach. And but the assistant coach hasn't come out. The school hasn't come out. Like nobody's on that side other than the coach has come out and said, hey, there's no contract. There's nothing legally binding us to pay you that much. And I know he's gonna stop playing this season so that he can retain he could be a redshirt junior or something like that,
Hmm.
redshirt sophomore, whatever it is, so that he can still play again next season for another school.
Very similar to your USC Trojans over there, where the defensive end wasn't getting the playing time that he thought he was going to get or that they promised him.
Uh huh.
And so he's like, all right, I'm done for the rest of the year then because I'm going to redshirt so that I could keep my eligibility and transfer out.
Yeah,
What do you think
it's
about that?
it's tough, man. Like you can only do so much, right? If you're not
Right.
performing, if you're not following the scheme, if you're not doing the things that you need to be doing, you can't force somebody to play you if you're not doing your job, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like going to work and then expecting you to get a raise when you're not doing anything, or you're not completing your work the way you're supposed to be doing, or
Right.
like your students expecting an A on their project but they have like 19 things left out of their videos or the editing or whatever that is that they're doing, but they still expect if you're not putting in the work, you're not going to get the grade. If you're not putting in the work,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to get paid. If you're not putting in the work, you're going to be sitting on the side.
Yep. Yep. All of the above. I agree. I agree for sure.
And there you go. Quick basketball news. Derrick Rose officially retired from the NBA. Former first round overall pick from the Bulls, youngest NBA player to win the MVP at 22 and the Rookie of the Year. Touted as the second coming in Chicago before suffering injury after injury. At 34 years old, Rose has now called it a career. He was the one bright side in the last 20 years that the Chicago Bulls have had ever since Jordan left and played with the Wizards. We don't talk about those days though. But I mean, I honestly I didn't know he was still playing.
I did, but yeah, sparingly. He had his moments.
Yeah, and he flashed, moments of greatness. I was looking up some of his more recent stats and what he was doing. So he had those flashes, but he said in an interview like he didn't have that fight in him anymore. Like he was good, and like he's gonna go take care of his family. He's gonna go take care of things at home and do other things in his life now. But he doesn't have that same fire that he did when he came into the league and how as he's played. So, man, like, that guy would have been amazing had he not gotten hurt. It was just that the one time where he did that layup, right, and then he kind of fell down. It was all awkward. He messed up his knee. It was
Yeah.
like a freak accident, and then just thing after thing after thing after thing after that just compiled
Hmm.
on top of it. This next thing, his back, his ACL, his this and that. So I feel bad for the guy, man.
Yeah, and he was never a guy that had any created any problems, any tension or anything like that. You never heard any of these side stories that like, oh man, he doesn't want to play defense. Oh, he's not a good teammate. Oh, he has little attitudes or little smirks or remarks and stuff like that.
Hmm.
He never seemed to be one of those guys.
Yeah.
And it kind of really sucks. I was actually reading something, when they announced his retirement and stuff like that. I saw that he has a very famous wife that's like what they call it, a social media guru type of thing. What is it, trendsetter,
Influencer.
uh, influencer, like she's an influencer type of thing,
Uh huh.
and that she makes a lot more money than he ever did. I found that very interesting. They've been together for a while.
I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt being, with somebody who has that kind of, role, and then kind of if she used it to catapult herself into the limelight and move forward from there. But I mean, all for it, man. I'm glad that he's going to be taken care of. He's not going to be, destitute. He's not going to be trying to find out what he could do next. He's not in any rush. He said he wants to take care of his family. He wants to, just figure out what his life is outside of basketball.
I wonder if he's going to go into coaching or anything like that.
He didn't mention it. I didn't, and in any of the interviews that I saw, that I heard, he didn't mention coaching. But maybe he will one day. Right now he's just like, I gotta figure out what my life is without basketball.
Right. Or analyst.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be really good. Yeah. He was very well spoken. Like you said, he wasn't a troublemaker. He wasn't one of the bad boys, in the NBA. He was a straight shooter, and so I mean, I would see somebody had to reach out to him and do some, even if it's like temporary or guest spots or whatever it might be, and just see how he does. I mean, I would in a heartbeat, So especially him talking to some of the new rookies.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, talking about how high you could go quick, how high you can go real quick, and then how far the fall is, right?
Yeah. Because like in a couple of years, man, he was 3 years. He was off the chain. There's nobody better than Derrick Rose at that point in time, and then accident or injury after injury after injury after injury, and it's just like getting traded here, getting traded there. I think he traded for a few teams, but my hat's off to you, Derrick Rose. If you happen to hear this somewhere, somehow, my hat's off to you.
Or nay? Yay or nay?
I mean, he set the record for the youngest MVP in the league. He still has the record, but I don't know if it.
Is that really a record?
It's the NBA.
It's not a record. A record's when like you have 30 points in 5 minutes.
Rookie of the year, MVP.
Not the same year.
Not the same year. No. What can you? I mean, I don't think that on your resume is gonna make it for you. I think he is in the Chicago Bulls Hall of Fame.
Maybe. I only played 4, 6, 7, 8, 7 years maybe with them.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Let's look at some of his stats and highlights type thing. Accolades. Where are you? Doesn't quite show it the way it does for baseball and football.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of harder to see. Trying to see here. So he got Rookie of the Year, MVP, All NBA one time. He was a 1, 2, 3 time All-Star. He averaged 17.4 points a game with the career high of 25 of the year he won the MVP. Broke 20 twice in a year. Assist 7.9 was his high. 7.7 the year he won the MVP. I don't know, man.
I don't. It wouldn't be a slam dunk for me, even as a fan. It would have to be a reach. It would have to be really a weak class, I guess, if you want to call it that. If when he becomes eligible, but I don't know.
Yeah,
it's not a slam dunk for sure.
Nah, for sure. Rookie of the Year. Yeah. I don't see it. I don't. Maybe all league twice. Rookie of the Year, all rookie. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Gotcha.
Maybe he's a college Hall of Famer though, right?
Maybe
college Hall of Famer. I think so. But we'll see. I don't know. The NBA, I feel like their Hall of Fame is a little bit more watered down than most.
Gotcha.
I mean, he played a lot of years.
He played a lot.
He played it. No, how do you say he played a lot? I say he played a lot of years. There's a difference.
Ah, okay.
He played a lot of years. Man, they don't have this as organized nicely compared to the
Not
other
like
ones.
baseball or whatever.
Yeah, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17 years he was in the league. But again, he had 20, 20, 27, 35, 15, 9, 16, 10. Did not play 1 year. So, like, man, those are big chunks of careers.
Yeah.
You only played above 70 games, 1, 2, 3, 3 times, 60 twice, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4 plus the other ones. So yeah, man, I don't know, he didn't have a lot of the longevity stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of I see right here games started or whatever. And it's just 7, 4, 3, 15, 13. I mean, he played a lot early on.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of fell off once he got hurt, which sucks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then his career highs aren't, well, I mean, his assists, I guess, are pretty good, but I mean, his career high was 50 points in a game, rebounds 12, assists 17. That one kind of pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Career high steals 6, blocks 3, career high game score. I don't know why it says 3.6. Triple doubles. He only had one career triple double. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, like you said, if it's a weak class type of thing, I don't know. Maybe they let him in, right?
He played how many? 17 years? He's only a 3-time All-Star.
Yeah, 3-time and 1-time All NBA, 1-time All Rookie Team.
It'd have to be a weak class. It'd have to be the right people voting, the wrong people in. I don't think he makes it, but stranger things have happened.
Yep.
All right, jumping back over to the NFL. I don't know if you saw this. I caught this mid golf game today, but Gronk and the Fox, the NFL Insider team, whatever, they played a joke on Gronkowski. So they pretended that they were going to break some news. Jay Glazer was going to break news that the Cowboys were activating this like great Pro Bowl tight end that was coming in out of nowhere. His name was, I have it right here somewhere. Jesus Christ, something Russo, and they were talking him up. Like everybody knew that this guy was just fake, and they had like a generic picture of some guy, and they went over to Gronk, and they're like, "Hey man, what do you think about this Russo kid? This and that." And he was just thought like, I don't like the Cowboys, whatever they're doing there. They have Ferguson, so he tried to like move it over to talk about Ferguson, their tight end. And it took him a minute. They were at one point. One of the announcers was like, "Yeah, man, it's crazy. He's only got 3 fingers on one hand, and it makes him it's such a great way to be for him to catch the ball one handed because he's got like the little claw, and like he starts like looking around like, wait, you guys are messing with me, like Jesus Christ." And like it was live on the show, whatever, and it was so hilarious, dude. I'll have to send you the link, but it was one of those.
I didn't see that at all.
You gotta do it. Like he was like full on, like okay, yeah, okay, yeah, they're gonna have a great 1-2 combo with Jake Ferguson and this guy Russo and this and that, and they're like, well, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And that's when they brought out like he only has like 3 fingers on one hand and this and that, and he was like, oh shit, they had even like Terry Bradshaw was in on it and the whole nine. It was fun. Like I watched it and I was like, that's hilarious.
That's when he's like, all right, I'm not inside this joke. Huh?
Like something's happening.
3 fingers. He's like, wait a second here. That's too funny. Would have been better if they used the running back though, coming out of retirement to help him out.
That would have been crazy. Yeah, I think they did it because of tight end, because he's a tight end. The whole.
That's true.
I can see that, right?
Plays it. Plays into it.
That way they get his expert opinion on another tight end or whatever. But
Gronka, first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yeah, absolutely.
I wonder when he's eligible.
How do you not? How do you not to that guy? He's got what, like 6 rings to Tom Brady's 8?
He's probably got what, 5 maybe?
I want to say 6. Let's find out. Google it, Boot. Rob Gronkowski.
Let's see here.
Pro Football Stats. 4-time. We were both wrong.
Yeah.
4 times. Wrong is wrong. Isn't that what you tell me? Wrong is wrong.
I didn't have an exact number, but yours was way off.
I said 6. 4. That's 2 off, man. Come on.
What did I say? 3?
You said 5.
Oh, I didn't say 5.
Yes, you did.
Can you rewind the tape, please?
Rewind it. 5.
I think that's 6. Yeah. He had a short career, man. He was in 11 years and didn't even play one of them. Yeah,
That's when he retired and then he came back.
Yeah, he did lead the league in touchdowns one year.
17 for a tight end. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Pro Bowler quite a few times. Yeah, I think he's a Hall of Famer for sure.
For sure, dude.
Full shizzle.
If not, if there's any question, Tom Brady's gonna be over there like nudging him, like, "Hey, that's my guy. Get him in."
He never did break 100 receptions though. That's all. I mean, but still, he just I mean, damn, for not breaking 100 receptions, he did have over 1,000 yards quite a few times.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
He was a solid tight end, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got pushed more into the limelight after the whole Aaron Hernandez thing. Because Aaron Hernandez was the number one guy, and then he did what he did, and then Gronkleberry went in there.
Yeah, I would have said Aaron Hernandez was the number one guy. I think you said that before, and then I went in here, same as I'm doing right now.
Rewind it, man. Rewind it. Aaron Hernandez was the guy.
Let's see.
Where's the hold on, where's the soundboard?
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say Hernandez was ever the number one guy. I'm looking at stats right here. He has no accolades.
Well, he has one.
None.
He went down taking some people out. I don't know if it's an accolade.
That's not an accolade, but yeah.
Did you see that?
He didn't even break 1,000 yards.
Did you see that they're gonna do that? They're doing that like mockumentary kind of thing. Like a show on him
on Hulu.
On Hulu, yeah.
Hulu, yeah. I think it's coming out soon here too. No.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to actually see how that kind of how that goes down, how they do that. So.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I saw little clips of it. It was a little bit of a mockumentary. You're right. That was probably the good way to put it.
Yeah.
Sure. Maybe they'll put him how he was the number one guy in New England.
There you go. Watch. They're gonna be like, there it is. There. Where's my soundboard?
All right. Some more football.
Yes. From one Hall of Famer to maybe a potential future Hall of Famer, Jayden Daniels has completed at least. Huh?
I was gonna say definitely the best quarterback in the East Division. There.
Oh, dude, just absolute. I agree. He's completed at least 85% of his passes in 2 consecutive games. First quarterback in NFL history to have 2 consecutive games at least 85% or higher completion rating. Completion percentage. Sorry, guys. Jayden Daniels looks like the guy. A lot of these new, I should say, rookie quarterbacks that have come in this season do not look very good. A lot of them have lost their starting position to veteran backups that the teams have. But Jayden Daniels, man, that guy, if you guys don't have him on your fantasy football league, like if he's still around, go get him because it's a no-brainer at this point in time. The guy just looks like a star, dude. I told you, was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, you told me last week too.
I was like, the fucking Washington Commanders are gonna be the ones to look at in the East because of this fucker right here, dude.
I mean, you didn't say because of that, but you said the Commanders were the team to look at. They were the team that you're like, oh damn, that team looks good. Now, you never ever said because of this guy.
Well, he has a lot to do with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. The one that I saw that said he had a lot to do that this was the quarterback to watch out for is that Blondie dude with the short haircut on ESPN. I forget his name. He's one of the really popular ones. Herb Street, I think is his name.
Herb Street.
Herb Street.
Yeah.
That dude was like, this is the guy to watch. He's all, this is going to be the number one quarterback. Like, dude, there's clips of him saying it everywhere. That guy said, this guy is the one to look at.
Because everybody was talking about Caleb, and he was like the only one talking about Jayden Daniels.
Yep.
Whoa, shit.
Like, this is going to be the guy. So, man, very, very impressive. He's looked very good, very much the part. I mean, he's sitting at what, 3-1?
Yeah.
3-1. Jeez. 3-1 and a healthy 3-1, like looking good.
Yeah, no, really good.
looking very good. So yeah, but you did say that that's the team you thought might win the division this year.
I did.
I saw that this past week, and that's yeah, man. It looks
It's
you're very much right on that part.
it looks really, really good.
It's
man.
not over, it's not over.
Oh no,
It's one of those like I believe, like you said, teams could always slip, someone gets hurt, that type of thing. Which is kind of like sadly where your team's kind of heading.
Yeah.
With them getting hurt, but they're hanging around at 2-2. They're
Yeah.
just one win away and one loss away from being right there again.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the Eagles are the ones that don't look it at all.
No.
They look like they're in trouble. Right now would be a good time to see the Eagles and Cowboys play each other, because they both look like they're struggling, like they're in a little bit of trouble, and they're in a little bit of a downward spiral, like, oh, they don't know the walls are closing in type of thing.
They're riding the struggle bus together right now.
They are. They very much are.
Let's see here. Jayden Daniels, man. Let's see. He was this last week or today. He was 26 for 30, 233 yards, a touchdown, 1 interception, no sacks. Longest reception was 27 or pass was 27 yards. Last week he played against the Bengals. They won that game 38-33, 21 of 23, 254 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and the longest he aired one out for 55 yards. So, he had a QBR of 93 last week, 89 this week. First 2 weeks, they got the win against New York, but I think everybody's going to get the win against New York. Or pretty much everybody's going to get the win against New York. But they did lose against Tampa Bay. They were, it was his first game as a official NFL quarterback, so we'll give him that one. But the last 2 games, definitely QBR is up in the 90s, or 89.5 and 93. So he definitely looks good. He definitely looks like he has the pedigree, and he looks like he's going to be moving up.
Who looks like the best quarterback in the NFL to you
right now?
Yeah.
Man, I was watching the Sunday Night Football game before we got on here, and Lamar Jackson was pulling some things out of his, behind. Josh Allen he threw a 65-yard touchdown running out of bounds.
No, he did not.
Oh no, it was just a pass. It was like 5 yards short from scoring a touchdown. I don't think he scored a touchdown.
The reason I was going to tell you is because I don't see a quarterback that's been consistent all year.
I'm looking,
and you'd be surprised who I think is the most consistent quarterback right now.
Hold on, let me look at these scores and see where we're at here.
Cheating.
I'm looking at the scores, not the. Who do you think is the most consistent quarterback right now?
He plays on an undefeated team.
Oh, there's only a couple of those.
Mm-hmm. Can you name them?
I have them in front of me, so I would be cheating if I did. If I did, let's see. The Chiefs are undefeated, and that's it. The Chiefs are the only team that's undefeated. So, Mahomes?
I don't think so.
Yes. Unless somebody's 3-0. Chiefs are the
check here.
I'm looking at it right now.
Did this team? I know. I said, let me double check. I don't ever trust your Mr. Aaron Hernandez was the lead guy. Where are they at? I'll just tell you who I'm looking for. I didn't see. No, they won today, so you are wrong, sir.
How am I wrong? Who am I looking at?
Bro, you're not looking at them. Is the problem.
Guy, if I'm staring at the standings right now.
Listen, don't say guy, because that's rude and disrespectful.
I apologize. Compadre.
Especially when it's wrong.
Compadre.
Especially when it's wrong. Okay? I'm telling you it's wrong, and I want you to figure it out.
Okay.
I already knew, and I just went in here and cross-checked, and sure enough.
I only see the Chiefs at 4-0.
Okay, there's a second one. I'll give you a hint. They wear the color purple.
Oh, you know what I didn't do? You're right.
Yeah.
There's actually another team. The Vikings and the Seahawks.
You don't say.
Technically, the Seahawks are undefeated.
Wow.
I was only looking at
But
the
there's
American
only
football. I was
one.
looking at the AFC, not the NFC. I already admitted that I was incorrect, sir.
Thank you. Yes, guy.
Hey, don't say guy. It's disrespectful.
Yeah, I don't say it, that's why. Especially when I know I'm wrong.
All right. So in the AFC, there's only one. But you're right, the Vikings. So you're gonna say Sam Bradford?
Yeah. I know he's not really leading on anything. I think he might be up there for touchdown passes.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Sam Bradford has looked pretty good and kind of the most consistent, to be honest.
Okay.
Again, he's not leading in everything. Like it looks like Dak's leading yards, 1,000 yards. I don't know where Bradford's at. Did I say Bradford? No, the Bradford, right? Sam Bradford. Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Bradford.
Yeah, I did say
I was
Bradford.
like, wait a second, that's wrong. You had me leading. I'm over here looking at like, wait a second.
Wait, Bradford played a long time ago.
Yeah. Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
He's been kind of like, to me, the most consistent. Again, he doesn't have a ton of yards. It looks like, I don't know if this is from, did he not play game one? What's going on here?
I don't know. I see Minnesota at New York. He had 208 yards.
He just didn't play 246.
He didn't play. They play tomorrow?
No,
because they played
won Green Bay. But he has more. Yeah, they haven't updated these stats.
That's what I'm looking at too. Yeah.
Because he's got 248, 11 TD passes, and they still have him down under 8. So these numbers are going to grow, and once they grow, I don't know why. Maybe they haven't updated because not everybody's played. Right?
Okay. The other games should have almost finished.
Yeah, but there's Monday night games.
Oh, you're right.
So yeah, because he's already going into this week, he was leading at 8, and then he threw another 3, and 3 of them were on the first half, I believe. So I mean, yeah, this dude looked pretty good, man. He's looked pretty damn good. So I don't know, like I'm saying, the most consistent or the guy that's looked most impressive to me, Sam Darnold.
All right, USC alum.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I saw this skit on I want to say TikTok or Instagram, and it was the old rookie quarterbacks that kind of got knocked around that are now with new teams that are doing really good.
Oh, yeah.
And it was Sam Darnold was one of them, and he was just like, "Is this what happens when I have good players around me?" And they're like, "Yeah, you were with the Panthers. It doesn't count. They're like, don't worry about that. Like, it's gonna be okay."
He got drafted by the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there is a lot of guys that moved around and now they're doing really well with the new teams.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, look at Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, Derek Carr, and where's the other guy? Oh, Justin Fields. Justin had himself a game today too.
That boy right there.
It's a real good game.
What's that? What they say? That's a bad man.
Yeah, but they lost, which is funny because when he doesn't have a good game, they won. Meaning like he just managed the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And today they needed him, so he kind of went off and he had a really good game.
312 yards.
Yeah, really good game, but they lost.
Yeah,
so, he's got them in contention. Still, would you rather have him or same thing with him or
Russell?
Russell, you know?
Yeah, I'll take Fields right now.
Yeah, I'll take Fields for sure. He did a really good job of managing that game and keeping that team in it. And if he doesn't do what he did in that second half,
mm-hmm.
like they're not even in it. Like they finished 27-24. They get blown out. You know?
Yeah. I mean, he alone had what 2, 3? That's 3 times 6. That's 18 points. Him alone had 18 points of their 24.
Yeah.
Because he had the 1 passing touchdown and the 2 rushing touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's a bad man.
Mm-hmm. 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 All right.
I still think
a little more football, or?
A little bit.
Oh, okay.
I still think Washington Commanders are going to be the ones to look at, especially coming out of the East. Right now, that's what it looks like to me. As a Cowboys fan, it hurts.
I don't think anybody runs away with that division, though. I think they're maybe the leaders, but I think the Cowboys always find a way to get a groove.
Yeah.
They play fairly well at home. They just happen to have 2 bad games or play 2 really good teams that.
It was close. They didn't get blown out.
They got blown out against the New Orleans.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
That was a blowout. Why? I mean, was it a surprise that they lost?
It was a surprise that they lost at home. I mean, I think mostly everybody had them winning that game. It was supposed to be a close game. I think they were only favored by like 3 points.
Well, that's why, like, it's that's what I'm saying. Like, you're literally proving my point there. Like, they're only favored by 3. Was it really that much of a surprise? They're only favored by 3.
Mm.
Now, I was surprised it got blown out. I'll tell you that. I don't know, man. They're the Cowboys had some struggles. I feel like they just didn't. I already told you. I feel like they didn't make any improvements over the offseason.
Definitely.
That was my big thing. Was like, yes, they're a good team. Yes, they kept a lot of their core players, all that stuff, but they didn't make any improvements. If anything, might have taken a step back with Pollard leaving.
Yeah.
I know Pollard wasn't very good that year, but the dude was coming off an injury. It always takes a year and change before they
come back and handle business. Yeah, I'm with you
like
there.
He's had 2 games with Tennessee that have been pretty good already. So I'm just like, I don't know, but I get it. It seems like Jerry Jones doesn't like paying his running backs, right?
Does not until they sit out, and then he pays them.
Yeah, for reals. So let's talk about some of these games and finals and maybe surprises. Let's just go real quick because we didn't make our picks. So let's talk about just games, and I'm just gonna go based on what I see here. Bills and Ravens. Bills lost 10-35. Surprised or not surprised?
I'm surprised that it was what it was. I'm surprised it was 35-10. I feel like, especially last week, I believe the Bills were out there. Josh Allen scored like 6 touchdowns or whatever, like threw for like 6 touchdowns. They won 47. Yeah, they won 47-10. Right. Yeah. So I think that coming in to play the Ravens, it was queued up to be like a big shootout, and it was going to be a high scoring game. Well, it was, but only for the Ravens. Yeah. He had a couple good passes, but overall, like, it was just they were just getting beaten up. It's a little bit of surprise to me that it was that the score happened. Not a surprise that the Ravens won, but it was a surprise at the way they won.
Yeah, I'm the same. The Ravens are at home, so I would have took the Ravens to win there. I would have took the Ravens to win by a field goal to a touchdown, but not by 25
points. Yeah,
that's pretty big. Especially the Bills were undefeated going into that game. They were 3-0. Ravens were 1-2. Only win and coming against the Cowboys. So
Ravens are coming back.
Yeah, they'll be fine. I didn't see if he actually hit it. I want to kind of check right here. Let me see here. I heard an interesting stat. He missed it by 1 yard.
What's that?
Wow. Derrick Henry finished with 24 carries for 199 yards.
Oh.
If he would have hit 200 yards, it would have been the 7th time in his career that he hit 200 yards, which would have been the NFL record for most 200-yard games in a career.
Rushing
you get 1 yard.
Because I think total yards, he was like 209. But yeah, that's crazy to be 1 yard. At that point, give him the goddamn ball. Let him run it one more time, dude. Come on.
Yep. Okay, here's another one. Again, just going by the list I'm seeing right here. Browns at the Raiders. Browns lost 16-20 at the Raiders. Browns were favored by 2.5.
Gardner Minshew's had some highlights, I guess, in these last couple games. I do think the Browns should have won that game. I'll go with surprise.
Okay, I'm gonna say very surprised. I would have took the Browns to win, and here's why: they were without Devontae Adams and without Max Crosby. So I had the Browns winning by like a pretty good amount, even on the road. And then last week the Raiders looked bad. Didn't they play? Was it Carolina?
Let's see here.
And Carolina just made them look horrible.
36-22, yeah.
Yeah, so big surprise there for sure. Like, just overall with the win. All right, next one. This one's going to be interesting for me. 17-10 win the Chiefs at the Chargers.
I am surprised because if you kept track of the game, the Chiefs were trailing 10-0 for most of the game, and then they came back to win that game. So I'm highly surprised that they won that game. I would have given the Chiefs to win that game, but a little bit more, maybe another 10, 15 points, somewhere around there. But and I know a few Charger fans are gonna be like, you guys are hating, but the Chiefs look really good. They're 4-0 for a reason. I'm very surprised at the outcome and how they won this game, but they came back and they won the game. And on top of that, not only that, and it was something I was going to bring up right here. Travis Kelce became the Chiefs' career receptions leader on Sunday, passing Tony Gonzalez with the second catch that he had against the Chargers today. He had 38 reception for Kansas City's opening drive to tie the record at 916, and then he had the very next pass for 5 yards to become the leading scorer on that one. So having that, and having the Chiefs like he finally getting involved in there, I'm really surprised at the score. What about you?
Very surprised, and I think they're gonna be. They're not as good as their record indicates. They've been winning a lot of close games, and I know I might get heat for that. I just don't think they're that good, and they lost now a second key piece. What's his name? Rice?
Rashee Rice. Yeah.
Rashee Rice. It's feared that he has a torn ACL. I don't know if you saw the play that he tore his ACL on. It's actually an interception. So he was trying to make a tackle, basically, right? Is where I think I saw it happen.
And not only that, it was Mahomes that hit him.
Dude, you're just like, wow. So I think that team's going to be struggling because I think Kelce's showing his age. I don't think Mahomes is that guy that's going to fill up a stat sheet anymore. Like, I have him, and I'm looking at him play, and I'm just like, damn, this guy's just here to manage the game, keep it close, and then find a way to win it at the end.
At the end, yeah.
Like, he's just, I mean, I think the days of him throwing for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, like, pretty consistent are over. I think 200 yards and, like, a TD or 2 are kind of more his vibe now. You know, he doesn't even run that much. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
on those price picks or whatever, it's very low now. It's like, more or less than like 4.5 attempts. Like, man, he used to run all the time, and you're like struggling to get 4. Like, Jesus.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I think they're 4-0, but they don't look like they're 4-0 type of team. You know?
Yeah, I got you there.
I saw somewhere that during their 9-game winning streak, which is what they're on right now, they've won their games by combined total of 54 points during that 9-game winning streak, which is the lowest number of points won by in any 9-game winning streak in history of the NFL. That's saying that you're like, damn, dude, you're catching a lot of breaks, and we all know this too.
Yeah,
like I don't care whether you're not a Chiefs fan or whatever, because you know how I am. Like, I like the Rams, but I'm very unbiased with
football. Yeah.
With football, yeah, for sure. And I think the Chiefs get bailed out by the rest more than any team I've seen in quite a while. Maybe like since back with the Patriots. You know what I'm saying?
You're definitely gonna get flagged for that one, but yeah, no, it's true. It is very true.
They get bailed out, and that's why they're winning all these like little tight, close games. You know,
the refs are right there with them.
Yep. So, all right. So moving on.
I got one for you.
Yeah.
And it's somebody we were talking about earlier. The Commanders winning 42-14 over the Cardinals. Did you expect that big of a showing from Jayden Daniels against, Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals? The Cardinals look pretty decent, man. But to lose 42-14
at home.
At home.
Yeah, man. So and Arizona was favored.
Yeah.
By 3.5. Arizona was favored. I might have took Washington on that one just because I was kind of tailing your hotness with Washington being the team. But I would have not taken them to win that game by that much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure.
No way. But that would have been my like roll of the dice. But again, I have a feeling you would have rolled the dice too, and we would have been like rolling the dice together on that one.
I would have been 100% on that. I would have ridden that high thing and I think when we do our picks for next week, who do they play? Let's see, the Commanders.
I don't know. I don't want to get ahead. We'll do our picks later and look at that.
Oh yeah, I'm going with them 100%.
So all right, next is I think one that's not a big surprise, and they smacked them like how they're supposed to. 49ers and Patriots.
Yeah.
49ers win 30-13.
Well, they finally got back Ayuk, and then they got back Kittle. Oh no, they got back Kittle for today's game. So they had Ayuk and Kittle out there, right?
They were never hurt. They got back Deebo Samuel.
Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, that's who they got back.
So you can see once he has his weapons, he can do stuff.
Yeah, well, he still hasn't been that impressive. I heard someone talk about that they let the wrong guy walk to Minnesota
Oh,
because of Sam Darnold. I
yeah.
mean, he only threw a touchdown, he threw an interception, 288 yards, I
15
guess.
to 27.
But what's the name did his work. Mason was really good again. He had 123 rushing yards and a TD.
Do you think
Like
with
they're
do you think
he's
with
good, man. That
Mason
guy's good.
with Mason playing the way Mason's playing, they try to slow down as much as possible to make sure that CMC is completely healthy before he comes back, or do you think they push the
They
issue?
have to, dude. They have to because that team, like that Achilles, man, like how much pressure do you put on it just as a professional athlete, especially a running back who cuts so much? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like I just feel like the running backs cut more than anybody like on that field, and that Achilles better be like 100% ready to roll.
they were
And
saying,
and we were talking about how like that dude went to Germany to
yeah.
go do some stem cell type of stuff, right?
They were saying early November is when he's shooting to be back. It's like if Mason's doing the work right now and you guys are winning, fucking wait, dude. It's better to have him get ramped up for the playoffs and do all that work and rock and roll.
Yeah, they also said that he would be ready to start the season. They also said it would be 2 games. They also blah 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 blah. I don't know, man. As long as they're right there in contention and for the playoffs, I don't think they're gonna rush it. They paid the dude a lot of money because they rush it. He's done for the year and another year because we talked about this. They don't come back healthy right out the gate.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, dude. This might sound dumb, but I don't think he comes back until like what, Christmas?
I can see that. I can see him not
Yeah.
coming back until Christmas time.
Yeah, because now we're talking about going into cold weather. Right now it's warm at least,
I
I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay.
got another
Next game.
surprise for you. Broncos and Jets. Broncos beat the Jets 10-9. Is that surprising for you? With Aaron Rodgers supposed to be the second coming?
I don't think so. I already told you that dude's an old bag of balls already. Like that guy's not that guy no more. And that's what the Jets get for not running the ball with Brees Hall, man. They try to do the splits. They need to run that offense through him.
Yeah.
Or at least do a two-headed monster running back kind of offense where it's like the Lions. Because they have that kind of team. They have those kind of players. And no, they want to throw the ball on a wet damn field today. I don't know if you got a chance to see that game, but
I got pieces of
man,
it.
dude, it's like, what are you doing? Why are you guys throwing the ball? You have two good running backs.
Pound, ground, and pound, man.
Jeez, man, they deserve to lose that. And I had text Evan like while that game was going on, and I saw it. I was like, man, the Jets deserve to lose this game, dude. I said they 100%. They're trying to give it to Aaron Rodgers and make him look good, blah blah blah, and just man, I don't know. I feel like they're trying to appease him. I feel like they're trying.
Yeah, I think they tried to force the issue with him being the center of that team instead of Brees Hall, like you just said, and that it cost them. It cost them.
Yeah. So I don't know when they're gonna finally decide and let him be a manager, a game manager. I mean, look, dude, this guy's at the end of his career, right? And I don't know whether it's him pulling the strings behind or whatever. But I'll get again, a perfect example is Patrick Mahomes, who's still in the prime of his career, and he's totally fine with being a game manager so long as they win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm seeing here. Like, the difference between them, in my opinion,
Yeah, I got you.
So, I don't know, dude. I didn't like it. Didn't look very good. Let's see. Saints and Falcons. Falcons won 26-24.
It was a close game.
It
was a close game. Shang-Chu cool. Everybody was yelling cool.
Yeah. Close game. So is the fade starting early already with Carr?
I don't think so. I don't think this is the fade yet. But because they were still in it till the last second. I mean, it took a field goal in the closing seconds. I'm not gonna say it's starting just yet.
239 passing yards, no TDs, 1 interception. The fade is. All right. Rams at Bears. Rams lose 18-24.
I mean, the Caleb didn't do much to Matthew Stafford played a lot better than Caleb Williams did, and they still lost. So what's going on here, right? Caleb only had 157 yards and 1 touchdown.
Stafford had 224 and no touchdowns.
Yeah, this is true, but you can't win that way, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're right. Yes, I don't know. He doesn't have his weapons, so it's hard to tell with Stafford. He doesn't have his main weapons.
Hey, he's got Tutu Atwell.
Yeah, have you seen that guy?
I have.
Looks like he's taller than him. Yeah, so I don't know. I could see that one.
Any other standout games to you?
Vikings winning on the road at the Packers, man. I've said it all along. I thought the Vikings were pretenders. I didn't think they were that good, but that defense looks like the real deal. The offense looks like it's good enough.
They look good.
Darnold is playing like he's got nothing to lose, and he's playing well. 275, 3 TDs. He knows he's got a weapon in Justin Jefferson, and that guy makes some impressive stuff. Addison looked healthy. Aaron Jones, yeah. Was solid, 22 carries, 93 yards, 4 catches, 5 for 46. I mean, he didn't score a TD, but he looked solid.
Did you see, I don't know if you caught, Aaron Jones went out after the game and was signing autographs for some of the Packers fans because it was his first game back. Yeah. So he was back out. He was out there signing autographs for a bunch of the Packers fans. They were telling him, "Hey man, we still love you. This and that, yada yada. Keep doing what you're doing, even though he's with the Vikings." I know, right? You gonna come back? We got a spot for you.
Yeah. So and Jacobs didn't look very good. Nine catch. Although Jordan Love looked good, man. He threw 389 for 4 TDs. Woo!
Boy was slinging it.
Wow.
Just
wow.
wow.
And he lost, but still.
That's some big stats.
Back sooner than expected. I mean, he came back way sooner than expected.
Yeah.
Good for him. They're 2-2. Vikings are, again, I'm very impressed with Vikings. That's a team, that's a 4-0 team that I'm impressed with. The Chiefs, I feel like I've gotten a lot of help to get where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not impressed. I feel like they're although Tony Romo said they're just built from championship pedigree. And I agree that they have that grit in them.
They do.
Yeah. Okay. Steelers at Colts. 24-27. Colts win that one. I would say a little bit surprised. I would have took the Steelers on that, especially knowing if you tell me ahead of time, hey, the Steelers are 3-0, right?
Yeah.
Colts are 1-2. Yes, they're on the road, but during this game, the Colts are gonna lose their starting quarterback in the first half, and then their starting running back in the second half. I would have told you yes, the Steelers win, for sure. And they lost.
Hey, Joe Flacco. Joe doesn't know how to quit Flacco.
No, he does not.
Joe doesn't like the couch Flacco. Came in and threw 168 yards with 2 touchdowns, man.
He just does it. Pittman with the 100 yards receiving. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, and to think, Justin Fields threw 312. A passing touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns. What I mean? Like, it's yeesh. Mm-hmm. How do you have a 3 touchdown game out of your main guy and you guys still lose? Yep. I'll tell you how. Joe Flacco.
That's right. All right, Eagles at Bucks. Eagles lost 16-33 on the road. I would have took Bucks for sure.
Yeah, the Eagles.
I don't know about for sure. I would have took them just because they're at home. But yeah,
the Eagles look like they're in a downward spiral right now. Like you said, it would be a good time for them to play the Cowboys. I think it'd be a good game. It'd be the Cowboys may win that one if it's at home.
If it's at home, what about a neutral site? It's tough, huh?
It's a tough sell. If they were playing Philadelphia, I don't know, man. It'd be even tougher. But I think if they play at the Cowboys Stadium, I think the Cowboys squeaked that one out. Aubrey hits it's a game winner. So did you see it
on purpose? Right?
I was gonna tell you, Vegas called last week and they were like, "Hey, don't make that one."
Yeah. Hey, I don't know, man. That looked awkward. I'll tell you that. That looked awkward.
It really looked like there was a gust of wind that hit it about 10 yards up. It looked like it just went woof, and then it went straight.
Yeah, was it really though?
I think so.
I don't know, Compa. I don't know. But Barkley, I mean, was the main weapon in that. They didn't give him his TD. Hurts stole one again. Hurts just can't really pass the ball, man. But he also was missing his 2 main weapons. terms of receivers, AJ Brown and Smith, Devonta. So it's like that just tells you he's not a dude that's gonna win it with his arm. You know, like Patrick Mahomes will just keep throwing it to whoever's there. Like he doesn't need a guy to be a playmaker in terms of a receiver, right?
He needs somebody who can catch the ball.
Yeah, and Hurts does need someone that can catch the damn ball. So yeah, I'm not surprised there. Tampa Bay, you know, they might be up and down, man, but I do like their team. I like Mayfield. Yeah, he's a gunslinger. He's old school, man. 347, 2 TDs. Evans 94 yards and a TD. Palmer the other TD, and Godwin with 6 catches, 69 yards. Yeah, man, and he spreads the ball around, so he doesn't care who he throws it to. You know, he's just gonna be out there slinging it,
spreading it around like hot butter on toast.
Yep. The Bengals at the Panthers, 34-24. I would have took the Bengals there. I didn't see them starting off 0-4 on the year. Do you?
I would have taken the Bengals 100% on that one.
Yeah. So game was a little closer than I thought.
I am surprised. I was gonna say I'm surprised that the Panthers put up 24, but I'm not surprised the Bengals won.
Yeah. So they put up 24. Yeah, I mean, not bad though. But it's still nice to see some fight from Carolina. Give them that.
Absolutely. I mean, they're professionals. They're gonna go out there and try and win.
The first couple they didn't. But
they tried. They just didn't win.
Okay. Texans beat the Jaguars 24-20. They were at home. The Texans. Jaguars are 0-4. Now, I don't know that I would have took the Jaguars to win that game at Texans, but I am just surprised that they are 0-4. So that tells me they're pretenders, right? They gotta be. Like, Lawrence does not look good, man. Like, dude, 33 pass attempts, right? Only 18 completions, 169 yards. Like, I don't know, man. Wasn't he the number 1 overall pick?
Yes, he was.
Where basically it felt like they're tanking to get him. Like, I don't know, man. Like, just doesn't look very good to me. Does not impressive. I'll tell you that for damn sure. It does not look impressive.
If you look at the stat line on that, if you look at the receivers, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different receivers. 7 if you count himself. There was a tip ball. He caught it back and he lost 5 yards. I don't know if that counts as a reception, but he definitely I don't know, man. It's just it doesn't look good. He's got some good players around him. He's got ETN. They're not handing him the ball as much. The workload of it.
Bigsby looks good, man. That running back, he looks explosive and like a good size. ETN's tiny, you know. He looks like a scat back, like a change of pace back kind of dude, you know. I mean, I thought last year, like, damn, I don't know how this guy hangs the whole year if he keeps getting hit, if he's the main workhorse, you know. And this year it looks like that's what's happening, especially if Lawrence can't get them off his back, you know.
Yeah.
I saw the receivers; they're kind of on the smaller end. That's another thing, you know. They're fast and shifty, but they're on the smaller end. Like Christian Kirk's got to be what, 5'11" with cleats on. Dude, it says 5'11", so yeah, 5'11" with cleats on. Yeah, I was taking a guess. I was just kind of messing around, but I mean, he's not very big, you know.
Yeah, I got you there.
And then their tight end, which is kind of like his check down guy that he throws to, he's been hurt the past 2-3 weeks, right? So yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses, but still, he just does not look very good. Did not look like the guy. And then the Cowboys, the Giants. I would have took the Cowboys to win. I would have took them to win by a lot, not by 5.
I would have taken them to win by more than 5.5, and I'm sure 99% of the world tried, and they lost. That was like 80% was the what's it called? The amount of people that had bet on the Cowboys. And it was funny. Somebody said Vegas got the call in like, hey, dude, if they make this field goal, we're about to lose like $30 million. And they made that call like, hey, dude, I need you to shank it just slightly right.
I'll find a way to comp you $5 million if you miss this.
There you go.
Say no more.
Because Aubrey was almost automatic, man. It was crazy.
He is. That's why I sent some shadiness there.
Let's talk about the 2 games that are coming up tomorrow. We have 2 games on Monday night again.
Okay, you want to make our picks for that?
Let's do it.
Who are they?
All right, we got the Titans at the Dolphins, the first game.
I'll take the Dolphins.
I will agree with you as well. I don't think the Titans have what it takes to beat the broken Dolphins right now.
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks
But
and
I
Lions.
also
Oh,
they have a quarterback, Huntley,
mm-hmm.
who Joe likes to talk about this a lot, like if it's impressive, which I've said is not impressive no more. Is he was a Pro Bowl quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens when Lamar Jackson got hurt. He played like, I don't know, maybe 10 games, I think it was, but he was a Pro Bowl quarterback. And the reason that's not impressive is because he was like the 5th quarterback asked to be in that Pro Bowl. And finally it came down to him. He's like, all right, I'll do it. But anyway, so that's the main reason I'm going over there. I feel like he might have a pretty good game.
They just have a lot of weapons over there. I hope they hand the ball off to HN or H-Ain a lot because I need some big points. I didn't look over my rosters, and I have him in a couple leagues, and I need him to put up some big points for me to have a chance to secure some wins. Second game is the Seahawks at the Lions, so it's in Detroit.
That's a good one. I'm taking Detroit on that one.
We're gonna agree on both of these. The Seahawks are coming in 3-0. But I do feel Detroit just has the better team, and they're at home. You like that?
Yeah, I just think they're the better team. They're healthier. The healthier team, too. I think it's going to be a good fight. But I think, they're healthier. The running back is really what makes a big difference. I don't know that the Seahawks are really like a good 3-0 team. They haven't really played anybody that's like impressed me. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So I'll take the Lions, especially at home. Take the Lions.
All right. Do you want to just jump into next week's?
It would not surprise me if the Seahawks won. However, it would surprise me if the Titans won. I will throw that.
Gotcha. Danny will be very happy to hear that, I guess.
He would not be happy to hear that, no?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a sarcastic one. Come on, compa.
Okay.
Where's the horn? Where's the horn?
I was like, oh, damn. All right. No, that's it. That wraps up our football thing. We'll make our picks
at the
later.
End? Okay, that's fine with me. It's time for the new compa side quest. Let me pull that up right here. Side quests are here. First time we had the side quest, we had compa give us the 13 ways to score in a football game. He had 60 seconds to do so. So I'm looking for things like that for him to be able to do for us while, as kind of a, let's see what you got. It's supposed to be pretty easy. I mean, not pretty easy, but general knowledge, I think. I got one for Thanksgiving when we get to that point, but right now, okay. And you have 60 seconds, okay, to answer the thing. Let me get the timer up real quick.
Before I forget, he played in 4 games for Baltimore in 2022.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, he played in 6 and started 4, and it was a Pro Bowler.
Oh shit!
That's how I'm telling you, like the Pro Bowlers are a joke, bro. Like that's just a joke. Because what's the name? Joe was trying to say, no offense, compa, was like, but Dak is a 6-time Pro Bowler. I'm like, bro, the second they named Tyler Huntley to a Pro Bowl on 4 games started is when that accolade went out the door.
I can't disagree with you right there. Can't disagree with you right there. All right, here we go.
Throw it out there. Let's do it.
All right, so you have 60 seconds to answer the question once I have finished. And it's for current and present. So you can give me the team's former name or the team's newer name. Just depends on where you're at. All right, here we go. Which 4...
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Which 4 teams have never played in a Super Bowl? Go.
Never played in a Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota Vikings, Houston Texans.
Texans is 1.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
That's 2. I think those are the
Las
easy
Vegas
ones.
Raiders.
Incorrect.
Las Vegas Raiders have not played.
The current or present name, or remember, it could be the former names or the.
Okay. Browns, Cleveland Browns.
Number 3. Woo-wee. 20 seconds to go. Uno más.
Miami Dolphins. No,
Nope.
they played in one.
10 seconds.
Pittsburgh. No.
Nope.
I don't know. Seahawks. I don't know. They
5
won
seconds.
In 1 too. Arizona Cardinals. No, they won in 1 too. That's it.
That's it. Final
3 out of
team.
4.
And I think 3 out of 4. Last night he had 11 out of 13. That's impressive. I think this one's gonna surprise you. And let me know what you think once you get the 4th one. So the Jaguars, the Texans, the Browns, and
let me hold on. Let me look at standings before you say it.
Okay.
Like,
Current standings.
If I would get just team name, you know what I'm saying? So I could be like, oh, okay, maybe this team, right? It's not an AFC team.
It is not.
I think it's going to be this team right here. I'm almost positive.
Which is?
The Detroit Lions.
It is the Detroit Lions.
Okay.
A minute late.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought of it. I was just searching, brain, just trying to pick teams, you know?
Yeah, I got you. But hey,
it makes it hard.
Those were the timer is the one that gets you. But
okay, I got one for you.
Okay.
I'll give you one here. I'll give you your 60 seconds too.
Hola chingada. All right. What do we got?
Let's see here. Well, I'm trying to start my timer here. Well, I'll give you one. I don't know how many I'd be able to get in 60 seconds.
Oh Jesus! Right how many are available?
I don't even know the answer. I'm gonna look right now. I'm gonna make it up.
Oh Jesus Christ! You're making it up?
Yep. Because it's what I want to kind of talk about or that type of thing. Okay, so there is, I want to say 6.
Okay.
Yes, there's 6. Let me just, I was right with that. Let me just get the names. Here it is. Okay. 2, 4, 6. Okay. Yes. There is 6.
Okay, 6.
Can you name the 6 members of the 40-40 club? 60 seconds starts now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, obviously Otani, Acuna, trying to think who else had 40-40. Henderson?
Nope.
Mays?
Nope.
Aaron?
Nope.
Not Babe.
Nope.
Shit.
Shit,
Piazza?
Nope.
No. Any more Dodgers?
Yeah. Nope.
Okay, Dodgers are out. I'm gonna go with Bobby Witt.
Nope.
Junior.
Nope.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Nope.
Motherfucker. D. Gordon.
Nope.
Fuck, I'm trying to think who fast guys. I'm trying to think of fast guys.
Wow. I'm really disappointed here.
Shit, man.
4, 3.
I got 2.
1. You got last year's and this year's guys. All right.
Who are they?
And I knew the answers. Do you know who the founder is? Well, obviously you don't, huh?
No.
Okay, what if I give you hints? How about that?
Okay.
Maybe it'll lead you to him.
Let's go. Let's follow this trail.
The founder was in the 80s, late 80s, and he played for the Oakland A's. He's a pretty annoying dude on social media. He's
Canseco?
Guy. Yes, Canseco.
All right.
Okay. Next guy is he played for 2 teams.
Okay.
He probably could have had 2 Hall of Fame careers if he was a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
In the 90s.
In the 90s?
Hmm?
Played for
one of the teams I hate.
Okay, so it's got to be the Giants.
Okay. Wow, I gave you a good. So you got that, and you had a hint. You're still nothing, huh?
I'm gonna go with what's his fucking name? Oh, he wasn't the catcher. He was I want to say the outfielder. He was the outfielder.
He's an outfielder, yes.
He's the outfielder with he always wore the high socks.
No, he's very famous.
He's very famous?
Yes.
I said Willie Mays before. You said no.
in the 90s.
And then, Willie Mays was not in the 90s. Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds.
All right.
Second guy ever do it.
Played for the Pirates as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Next guy played for 3 teams. He did it with his first team. First team is in the AL West with your Angels.
He played with the Angels?
No.
Oh, the AL West with the Angels. Is this pre-Houston moving over or post-Houston moving over?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, it's not with Houston then. We're good. I said Griffey. No.
He was teammates with Griffey.
He was teammates. Okay, so now we're looking at the Seattle Mariners. Suzuki? Not Suzuki. Fuck. Oh, my Atlanta.
I don't think you're gonna get it.
Okay, it's not him, obviously.
He was married to J-Lo.
Rodriguez?
Yep.
Alex Rodriguez?
Yep.
All right.
He actually did it against the Angels.
Motherfucker.
Right. Next guy. Played with 3 teams.
Okay.
And you'd be surprised the team he did it with. So I don't even want to tell you, but he's most famous for playing with the Yankees. I don't think you'll ever get this one. Because this would have been before I knew the names. This was the one I got stuck on. He played second base.
Yeah, he played with the Yankees.
And the team he did it with was, and this isn't going to help you, but the Washington Nationals.
A la desmadre. For those of you non-Spanish speakers.
I swear I felt like I knew until someone told me with the Washington Nationals. Like, what? Play with the Yankees and the Nationals.
Oh, my Atlanta. Infield, outfield?
Both, technically.
Oh, my God.
When he did it, was he was an outfielder, I believe, already with the Nationals. But he was a very popular second baseman.
He was a second baseman with the Yankees. Okay, second baseman with the Yankees. Played outfield for the Nationals.
Yeah, I think he transitioned while he was with the Cubs to the outfield.
What's his fucking name? No, he played first base. That wouldn't work.
You're never gonna get it.
Who is it?
Right-handed batter. Looked like his bat was really big. I'm trying to.
That's what she said.
He's really buff now. He was a little toothpick back when he played.
He was a little toothpick.
Toothpick, yeah.
Oh, toothpick. Oh, he's a juicer.
No, he's just really buff now.
I don't know, dude.
Alfonso Soriano.
I would have never gotten that.
Right?
In a heart. I could have named a million fucking players. I would never have gotten that, dude. Never.
See, that's why.
Jesus.
So I felt like I would have got it if someone wouldn't have said, and he did it with the Nationals. I forgot who was telling me that, and I was like, because if you wouldn't have thrown that into the equation, he would have come along the line of me guessing a dude that played second base with power and speed for the Yankees, right? Like he for sure would have. Even with the Cubs, he would have came along the line at some point.
Okay.
But when you said when they told me the Nationals and that he wasn't playing second base no more, I was like, geez Louise. The first dude that came to mind was, but he didn't even play for him, was Robinson Cano.
That would have been a good guess.
I'm like, man, I said, with the guy because he has to hit 40 tanks as a second baseman. So yeah, Alfonso Soriano. And then of course Acuna and Shohei, which leads to the next thing, compa.
Oh shit, okay. It's
and
a multi.
Put it on the rundown. No, I put it on the rundown because I wanted to do a little lead in.
Okay.
Dude, they did Mr. Jose Ramirez dirty today.
I saw that you wrote that.
He had a shot at going 40, 40, 40. He'd be the second dude ever, and I don't know who the first one is, but we could take a guess from the guys that are on there who would be, and we could kind of guess between that, and we'll figure it out right now in a second. But he had a shot at 40 home runs, 40 steals, and 40 doubles. He had 39 home runs, 40 or more steals already. I know he already eclipsed the 40 for that, and he had 39 doubles. Yesterday, he hit double number 39 and home run number 39. Okay, he did both of them. I want to say in back-to-back at bats. I think first at bat he hit the home run, second at bat he hit the double. So he still had a little bit of game left. I got to see his, I think, third or fourth at bat, because the one I got to see, he flied out to left field, got a sacrifice fly out of it.
Okay.
So today he was supposed to have a shot at going 40-40-40, right?
Gotcha.
And they canceled the game because of weather issues. So his bid for history was never to be seen. Oh, like, man.
How do they not reschedule the game at least? Do it for tomorrow.
I want to know. I don't even know who they're playing. I kind of want to see who they were playing. Like, I'm assuming there's no playoff implications type of vibe, you know? Like, wow, dude. With history on the line, like, man, dude. Wow. Just wow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Just wow. I don't even see this on here. Like, I don't even see the game that was postponed or canceled or nothing. It's not even on the slate from what I could see. Like, they just eliminated, like.
It was against the Astros. It was canceled because of rain.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. So I'm assuming, again, no playoff implications. Well, the Yankees Cleveland clinched, and Houston had clinched. So, and neither one. Yeah. So that's probably why. Wow, that sucks, dude. With the shot at history. What do you think? What do you think?
If he gets the 40-40-40, does he beat out Judge for the American League MVP?
No, but I mean, you take away a personal accolade.
Oh, I know that's absolutely ridiculous. If it's because of rain, it's called a delay. You fucking play the game the next day.
See, and here's my thing is about them playing the next day is they have a double header set up for the damn Mets and whoever is playing tomorrow, Mets and somebody. They have a double header tomorrow. Where's it at? Damn it. The Mets and Braves have a double header tomorrow, bro. So don't tell me you can't play that game tomorrow.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like, man, dude, I don't know. I don't think that's fair. This is a dude that doesn't win very many accolades because he's in quote unquote a small market team. He's a dude that needs these things to have a shot at being a Hall of Famer because he has a shot at being a Hall of Famer, man. But it looks nicer when he's like, oh, he went 40-40 or he went 40-40-40. Because don't get me wrong, it still has to happen. He has to hit the tank. He has to go double. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And obviously the tank is more important than the double. But still, give the man an opportunity, you know?
I'm with you.
So, man, dude, that really sucks, you know?
I could see why they didn't do it. Only because the Astros have to play on Tuesday. But still, dude, give the guy the opportunity. Play the goddamn game. You're still in September.
I say they should play for sure. Now that I know because the Astros have to play.
Right? They should play. Make them play. Yeah. Let them play.
Speaking of another guy that did go 40-40 and went actually 50-50, go for it, compa.
What?
Your segue.
Oh, yeah. Shohei Ohtani went 1 for 4 and fell short on his bid to become the National League's first Triple Crown winner since 1937, stealing his 59th base to help the Dodgers beat the Colorado Rockies 2-1, which was also Charlie Blackmon's last game. He actually did you get a chance to watch the game? Charlie Blackmon ran out into the field by himself.
I did, and then he got a hit and they pulled him to a standing ovation too. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't see the game, but I saw the highlights.
Gotcha. Ohtani finished the regular season with leading the National League in homers at 54, RBIs at 130, and his .310 average trailed only San Diego's Luis Arraez at 314. So he was right there. He was on the cusp, man. Like, geez. Yep.
Man, he
just a special guy,
dude.
Just a special guy.
Obviously, going to be the September Player of the Month. What's he going to win that? Twice at least, maybe 3 times the Player of the Month this year.
That boy that's a bad man right there.
Well, I also sent you that stat where the highest WAR any DH has ever had was at like 7.4, and he finished with like 9.1.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Isn't that wild?
Wild. He felt like, I didn't see what his total bases were, but he was close to reaching like 100 extra base hits for the year, and like only a handful of dudes have ever done that too. So he was like 1 extra base hit away from doing that. I'm assuming that 1 for 4 was not a extra base hit. So I'm assuming it was a single because I know he had a walk, and that's how he stole the base, I believe it was. But I don't think he had a double. Nah, it says here it was a single, and he didn't have a walk, so I was wrong. The walk was yesterday, so he had a single, so he felt one extra base hit away from the 100 total bases. That's another thing that's just like, damn, that was close to happening too, you know. And 130 RBIs I get, not 130 of them were from the leadoff. But I'm very curious to see how many were from the leadoff. And by the way, do you know, a little spontaneous trivia?
Probably not.
Go ahead. And I'll lead you into it because there's a hint.
Lead
because
me
we talked about this guy today.
Okay.
Who has the major league record for RBIs from the leadoff spot?
We already talked about him?
Mm-hmm. Want a bigger hint?
Yes.
We just talked about him.
Jose Ramirez?
Even sooner than that.
Even sooner than that. Oh, Soriano?
Even sooner than that.
Jesus Christ. Ohtani?
Just a tick behind.
A tick behind Ohtani. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's right there. It's in your face.
Luis Arraez?
A hair behind?
God damn it. Charlie Blackmon?
Yes.
Shut up, really?
Charlie Blackmon, yeah.
God damn.
Has a major league record for most RBIs from the leadoff spot. 108, I believe it was, off the top of my head. Do you know who's in second?
Motherfucker, I don't know.
Wow, he's an Angel. He
Garrett
did it as an Angel.
Garrett Anderson?
No.
No.
With him.
Sean Figgins.
No.
Who?
He was the number 1 overall pick for the Angels.
Oh, Mike Trout? Oh, no, he wasn't number one
overall
he
pick.
Was
Let's
not.
not get dumb here.
It's a long day, sir. I was drunk earlier and I finally sobered up. Give me a break here. Number 1 overall pick for the Angels. Man, that was a long time ago. We haven't had a number 1 overall.
A very popular one.
The
He helped him win the World Series. I mean, he was a dog. He was good.
Eckstein?
So good.
Who was the number 1
overall? You would pick David Eckstein number 1 overall.
I don't know, man.
I wouldn't even pick him number
Tim
1
Salmon?
in the softball league.
Jesus. Tim Salmon wasn't the number 1 hitter, though.
Wow. Really? I can't believe I stumped you on this one. I thought you were a big Angels fan. Why was I wrong?
I like I said, once again, I was drunk earlier and I'm sobering up.
He was the starting center fielder for the Angels on their World Series team.
Erstad?
Yes. Darren Erstad.
You know what's funny? As soon as you said center fielder for the thing, I was like, it's up to center field. Erstad's under it. Erstad's got it. And the Angels are world champions.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure. I'm almost confident, like 100% sure. Darren Erstad second all time. I believe Darren Erstad had right at 100. Right at 100. The only one I think, and I could look it up, that might be flip flop was and I'm pretty sure these are 1, 2, and 3, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's Blackmon 1 for sure. I know that for sure. Number 2, I believe, is Erstad. If not, it's a guy that played for the Dodgers but did not do it when he was with the Dodgers. He did it on the Red Sox, and he's a local boy.
Okay.
Shortstop.
Erstad's got 100 in 2000.
Oh, so he did have 100. So
Yep.
then he was the old record holder, okay? Because the other guy had 99.
Yeah, Erstad had 100 in 2000.
Okay.
Back when it was Anaheim.
Number 3 guy is hit 99 RBIs out of that leadoff spot. Who is it, compa?
Current
You look
ish
at the stat, you cheater? No?
Well, I looked up Erstad's. That's it.
I'm sorry, I gave you hints. I said he did it with the Red Sox.
It's Mookie.
No. Good guess, though. That's a really good guess, though. But not him. Maybe if I give you the position, shortstop. Played with the Red Sox, and he had some really good years with the Dodgers. Pretty much finished his career with the Dodgers, I think. I don't remember him bouncing around very much after that. And he's a local boy.
Oh, que la chingada. I'm not good with these local kids.
He's still an announcer. I don't know He's still
Garcia
good
Parra?
this year. Yeah. Yeah, Garcia Parra. So I
Garcia
believe,
Parra.
and I'm almost positive now that you said Erstad is 100.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Charlie Blackman, Erstad, and Garcia
Nomar
Parra.
Garcia Parra.
Yeah, so Nomar was 99, Erstad's 100, and Blackman 108, I believe. And again, this is all top of my head. All right, there you go. That's enough stats for you today.
Thank God. Thank God. I was floundering over here like a dead fish.
The Blackman one was killing me, bro. I'm like, bro, it's right in front of you. There's only 3 names on the rundown.
I was like, I don't know.
4 baseball guys.
God damn. All right, so postseason picture is right around the corner.
Okay.
Most of it's good to go. The number 5 and the 6 team on the National League for the wild card side is still kind of up for grabs, depending on who wins what. Is who's going to go. So let's look at the American League for now and see what we have, because that one's already set and ready to go. First off, on the American side, we have the Astros hosting the Detroit I'll say Lions. The Detroit Tigers. Sorry, still on NFL side. So who do you think takes that one right there? Not who do you feel.
Yeah. Houston has more experience in the playoffs, you know. Did they have a shutdown number 1 pitcher though this year? I don't feel like they did.
Verlander's
like
finally back.
Yeah, but I feel like they're like the Dodgers, where they just kind of kept going and they know how to win and they won a lot of games. Because I don't think I didn't feel like the Dodgers had a great year, and they finished as the number 1 seed, meaning they led the National League in wins. I don't know if they led Major League Baseball wins, but I felt like this and that they didn't have a good year. But Houston, they're the number 3 seed, so obviously they're not they didn't have the best year in baseball, but they find ways to win. And I think they win that series. I think maybe it goes to what, the 5-game set that it's in the first round or whatever. But I think they win that series. I hope, and I'm going to be cheering for Detroit. I really like Scooball Tarek. He helped me win a fantasy league championship this year. And I think he's the American League Cy Young Award winner. So, I mean, if they find a way to get him the ball twice in the series, then they got a shot.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because then that's 2 wins, and that's, you only need 3 to advance. But they got to get someone else to win that 3rd one, and I don't know who that's going to be,
Okay. Next up, we have the...
Wait, what do you think? Come on. I'd like to know what you think.
I think Houston's going to win.
Okay. Well, what do you... Outright, go to 5?
4. It'll go to 4. Like you said, they know how to win. They've been there before. I feel like they're gonna have the momentum going for them. I do think when and if they move to the next level, we'll talk about who they would see at that point in time. But I think that's gonna be a big grudge match right there because of what happened today and the situation.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm looking, and this dude, he must have done better when he came with he did do better when he came over with what you call the Astros. I can't even say his damn name. What's Yosio Kikuchi?
Oh, dude, you
the
lost
dude that came
right
over from
Kikuchi.
Kikuchi, there you go. He did really good, man. He was 5-1, 2.7 ERA. Like, he was dominant when he came over. So that's why it's like, oof, who did they have? That was really good. So he might not be their number 1 in terms of like who they put in there. I'm assuming it's gonna be like Framber being their number 1, but I mean, damn, that dude was their number 1 down the stretch. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, because Framber was nothing too impressive. I mean, he went 15-7. Damn, he went 15-7 with a 2.9 ERA. I take it back. I stand corrected. Okay, yeah, for sure. I just think they have the better team. And then you got to remember too, is it me or did the Dodgers get Jack Flaherty from Detroit?
I want to say they got it from Detroit.
So, like, dude, we took like one of their damn, starters on top of that,
Yeah.
He was having a hell of a year over there. And I think Detroit was like, all right, let's just get something for him. We're not going to make it. And they're like, the hell, hold my beer. The hell we're not. You know?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, because I don't know who their other starting pitchers are. I'm gonna look right now. I know that dude was carrying them for most of the year. It says Casey Mize, Reese, Montero, and Olsen. Yeah, bro. So they're in trouble, man. They're in trouble. They're gonna have to find a way to steal one down the stretch there. You know?
I got you there.
Yeah. So yeah. I'll definitely take that. Trash cans.
All right. I know. I'm gonna choose them too. I don't want to, but we're gonna choose them because that's just this. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Next up, in the other side, we have Kansas City versus Baltimore. How do you feel about that one?
Detroit's pitchers. Sorry, still hung up on the Detroit starting staff. How the hell they make the playoffs? This damn team. Go back to the rundown here. Okay, so obviously, we all kind of think Kansas City, I feel, is like where Baltimore was last year. They were like the sweethearts to get into the playoffs, right? And then Baltimore went in there and got run out the damn building last year, right?
I'm with you there.
So I kind of feel like the same thing's going to happen. Although, you know what? They have two really good pitchers. And that's what you need in the first round is two really good pitchers,
Uh-huh.
And they got, I wouldn't be able to tell you the lefty's name. Rangers? Kyle, is it Kyle? I don't remember the guy's name right now. But they got the lefty from the Royals, starting pitcher. He's really good. Underrated. Well, maybe last year he was just coming out party, and then I don't think people thought he was gonna be that solid this year. But he's a very good pitcher. He was an all-star again this year. And then they got the other dude, Seth Lugo.
Okay.
Right, who had just a breakout
great year, yeah.
Like just stupid good. So now Granny's battling back from an injury or some time off or whatever, some rest type of thing. But they have two pitchers, man, and anytime you got two starting pitchers, you have a chance, right? Having said that, Baltimore's at home. Baltimore has the experience, unlike Kansas City. They have more firepower with the lineup, although they struggled in September, which is why they kind of crawled into the playoffs. I'm taking Baltimore in 4 in that one.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Kansas City. I think that Bobby Witt Jr. is gonna throw him on his back, and I think he's gonna be the reason they get past this round, the wild card, and get to the divisional round. I don't think they make it past the Yankees at that point in time, but I do think I'm gonna go with Kansas City. I think Kansas City, they're gonna ride the wave that is Bobby Witt Jr.
Does he pitch?
No, he's gonna do it with the bat. It's gonna be high scoring games.
Interesting.
Maybe because the Angels haven't had good pitching in a long time. I'm trying to find other ways for teams to win. So
yeah.
It might be it.
Damn. So it's Cole Reagans is the guy that I was thinking of. Seth Lugo's ERA. I mean, it was at 3, but still he won 3. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't see it. I think the one thing they have going for themselves is that Grayson Rodriguez is out which is for Baltimore. Mm-hmm. He's out for the playoffs.
Really?
He's out. Yeah, he got hurt, or I don't know what the hell it was, but he's out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but they got Corbin Burns, Zach Eflin, some experience there, and then don't recognize the other names. I don't recognize the other names.
Do you think either? And obviously, this is. We're just throwing it out there, but do you think either Kansas City or Baltimore has enough to beat the Yankees in the next division or next round, I should say?
I'm trying to look at who these other guys are. 8 and 10. Anybody else? Zach, tell me Zach had a good. Who's this kid? I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like that guy's 3-9. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. I see the Yankees coming out of that side of the bracket. I think Garrett Cole got hot and better at the right time. I think although they struggle with the closer, that's kind of the main thing for the Yankees. but they do have a power bullpen, and that's one thing that I always think that's very important is power bullpen. So I think the Yankees come out of that. I don't think well, we'll get into it later, but yeah, I think the Yankees come out of that side of the bracket.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I don't see it.
Since we both picked the Asterisks to go into the next round, do you think the Astros have what it takes to beat Cleveland, or do you think Cleveland's going to shut them down, especially because of what happened today with Jose Ramirez?
I think they're the better team. I really do think they're the better team.
Cleveland or the Astros?
Cleveland, yeah.
Okay,
no, I think Cleveland is the better team. And for sure, I'm taking Cleveland, and for sure, I'm rooting for Cleveland. So, but yeah, I think they're the better team. I mean, clearly, I mean they're on the bracket, right? Like they. So yeah, I'm gonna take them. I think they're the better team.
Okay, so now we're looking at Cleveland and New York on the American League side for the ALCS. Who do you have winning that game?
Cleveland and who? What would you say?
New York. It'd be Cleveland and New York for the ALCS.
I was trying to look at the Yankees, their roster, hitting stats. I want to see their hitting. I mean, they're boppers. You know, they have 2 dogs on. Jeez, Louise, did you know Giancarlo Stanton had 27 takes this year?
Really?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Yeah, he had 233, but still.
Yeah, he was just a little overshadowed by the guy next to him.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I would stay away from Judge and Soto, like, as much as you can, you know, like, stay away from those dudes and you have a shot at winning. Like, those guys had some monster numbers this year, you know, 40 home runs, 100 RBIs, 100 walks. Like, both had on-base percentages over 400. Yeah, dude, I would stay away from them, you know. Let's see pitching here. See, and this is where I think their difference is, man. They just have a deeper pitching, especially starters. And in there, you're going to need a 7-game series. Look, they have Carlos Rodon, who had a little bit of a bounce back year. He went 16-9. ERA is a little high, 3.96. But then they had Luis Gil, too, you know, the rookie pitcher. 18-7, 3.5 ERA. That's respectable for a rookie. Even Stroman, bro.
10-9.
Yeah, 10-9. But Garrett Cole is their dude, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be their ace. That's their dog right there. So, I mean, you're looking at Garrett Cole, probably Rondon, and then Gil is who I would go with as my 3. And then Marcus as, you know, you're 4 if you really need one, or a long guy out of the bullpen type of thing, you know? And then we're talking like, then the relievers. Who are the relievers here? I'm trying to kind of look at their relievers. Any power arms? Who are their power arms out of the bullpen? Man,
I don't know the Yankees that well.
Sheesh, Clay Holmes. I know Danny was complaining. Everybody complains about Clay Holmes. Yeah, I don't know, man. I still take them. I still take Cleveland. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Cleveland just because their bullpen's better.
Okay.
I wouldn't know I don't know who their starters are off the top of my head, but I know their bullpen is just lights out. Once you get to that bullpen, it's going to be hard to beat them.
There you go. All right, we got the American League. Unfortunately, we can't do the National League because we don't know who's going to be where, who's going to be paired with who. Kind of, but I don't want to discount anybody and put people in the wrong spot because the Dodgers are either going to play, what is it, San Diego, the Mets, or who's the other team? It's not the Brewers. It just, you know, it's funny. It had just popped up on my phone and I moved it away or whatever. What's the standing? What's the standing right now? Let's see here. Nobody cares about the Yankees anymore. Dang. You don't got the MLB stats?
I'm trying to look at the Indian stats. I don't know how to do it. Let me see the Mets, but now it's not letting me see the Indians. I kind of wanted to see their stats. Oh, here it is. Detroit Guardians, Cleveland Guardians. It'll be. Jeez, Josh Naylor had a nice little year too.
So it's either gonna be the Diamondbacks or it's going to be the Braves or the Mets. So it's like, That's going to be the three that are going to be right there. It's one of one's going to go play the Brewers, the other one's going to play the Padres. So it could be, the Diamondbacks, the Padres, and the Dodgers all on the same bracket side.
Mm-hmm.
It could be pretty wild. 3 teams out of the NL West going in.
Yeah. Three teams. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Phillies look good, man. I really, that's been my pick to make the World Series. I'd like to see the Dodgers and NL CS.
Yeah.
But I feel like they break my heart and get me all excited once we get there. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Like,
I know how it goes.
Excited. They're gonna get me all worked up. We don't have the pitching, man. We just don't have the pitching to take it all the way.
You have Ohtani, man. You know? He's gonna come out and pitch.
I kind of like. I don't know, man. I guess I hope we make it NLCS for sure. If we have to face the Padres in the NLGS for sure, I want to make the NLCS. I just don't see them getting past NLCS no matter what. I just don't see it because I think the Phillies are going to be there and the Phillies are just better than us. And I think this is the year the Phillies win it all.
All right, I like it. Phillies and New York is what you're calling for the. Phillies and Cleveland. Yeah. Phillies and Cleveland in the World Series this year.
Yeah, I'm always wrong, but still.
We'll see how it goes.
To be fair.
All right. We're getting long. We're getting towards the end of the show, so it's time to do the picks for next week's NFL schedule.
I'll do it.
All right. So first off, we got Tampa Bay and Atlanta on Thursday night. Who do you got?
Tampa Bay at Atlanta?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, interesting. That's on a Sunday?
Thursday night.
Hey. Tampa Bay.
I got Tampa Bay as well. Next up, we got the Jets versus Minnesota at Minnesota.
Jets versus Minnesota.
I'm going to go Minnesota as well. Carolina at Chicago.
Oh, that's interesting. I think it would have been a lot easier to pick Chicago before, man, but I don't know, man. That red rifle, he's interesting.
He's looking good.
He's interesting. And then the Bears won today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
If ifs and whats through coconuts.
I know, right? The Bears.
The Bears. I'm going to go with Carolina on this one. I like Andy Dalton. He played for the Cowboys a little bit. He was there and he handled business. I'm going to go with Andy Dalton on that one. All right, we got Cleveland at Washington.
Cleveland at Washington. Oh, man. Washington's look good. I'll take Washington.
I will also take Washington on that one, especially at home. They just look too good. Jayden Daniels going to have another great day.
Yeah, and Cleveland was at home today, and they looked horrible, dude. Horrible against a not very good team. Yeah.
Let's see. We got Miami at New England.
Oof. I wish I could tell you after tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Can't tell me. You got to do it now.
I'd like to see that quarterback and see how he does and blah, blah, blah.
Right now. Miami. MIA. I gut reaction. I'm gonna go with Miami as well. I think they have more weapons than New England does. I don't know how that's gonna work out with the quarterback because we don't get to see him until tomorrow. But if you're looking at weapons versus weapons, I think Miami has more.
Okay, fair enough.
Indianapolis at Jacksonville.
It's like we don't want to say, "Hey,
I know.
Jags can't go in 5," right?
Right, and they're at home.
I'm gonna take. You bastards! I'm gonna take the Jaguars.
Oh, there we go, Jacksonville. I'm going Indianapolis. I think the Jaguars are gonna go 0-5. It's fine. They're gonna go into full panic mode, start selling. They're gonna be going crazy.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Okay, remember their quarterback's hurt and the running back's hurt.
Absolutely. I still think Indianapolis wins that one because I want Jacksonville to start selling all their pieces, and I want ETN to go to the Cowboys.
You're better off getting Bigsby than
I'll take Bigsby then. I don't give a fuck. Give me another running back. Buffalo at Houston.
Oh man, Buffalo at Houston, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take Buffalo. I'll take Buffalo.
I don't think they can put up 2 bad games in a row, so I'm gonna go Buffalo as well. He's on Josh Allen is on thin ice with me, but I do think he's a better quarterback, going in over there. But we'll see how that goes. Baltimore at Cincinnati.
Baltimore.
They're just showing everything they need to do to win right now. Cincinnati barely getting win. Las Vegas at Denver.
Wait, so did you say Baltimore or no?
I took Baltimore.
Oh, okay, you did not say it, but
I thought I did. I thought my bad. I'm going with Baltimore as well. They're just like I said. They're doing everything they need to do to win. Las Vegas at Denver.
Oh, Denver.
Denver because they're at home.
They're gritty. They're not pretty, but they're gritty.
They ain't pretty, but they're good. They're good.
Yeah.
They're not. What is it? They're good from far, but far from good.
Yeah, they're gritty.
I'm gonna go with Las Vegas. Hopefully they figure something out. I'm gonna take Las Vegas on this one. Arizona at San Francisco. Should be America's game of the week.
San Fran.
They're starting to get all their healthy guys back. I'm gonna go with San Francisco as well. The Giants versus Seattle.
Seattle.
I think we're gonna go with the if Seattle. We're gonna go with Seattle. I was trying to do one of those. If Jones throws for 350 yards, 3 interceptions, and Seattle still wins. Green Bay at the Rams here in LA.
Oh, I like Green Bay. They look so good.
They look really good today. I only caught the highlights, and I think they're going to beat the Rams. They're going to beat the brakes off the Rams on that one. Dallas at Pittsburgh.
Take Pittsburgh.
I'm going to take Dallas on this one. I'm going to go Dallas because I think they're going to get off their ass because they just barely beat the fucking Giants. And I think they're going to be like, all right, fuckers, we're going to do this. But I'm taking Dallas. My money's on the team. They are probably the underdog on this one, but I'm taking Dallas next Sunday night, which means we're having our show next Friday night. But next Sunday night, I'm taking Dallas. And then Monday night, we got New Orleans at Kansas City.
I wish I could be there, see you cry in person.
Hey, anytime.
Dangerous way.
That's why I'm crying.
Did you know they set their record for the most losses in the season?
We're not talking about that right now.
Did you know they had more losses than the Dodgers had wins?
So New Orleans versus Kansas City at home.
Oh man, I still think Kansas City's they're pretenders, bro, but they don't lose at home. They find a way to win the damn game.
They have.
I think the Saints are fading.
85 players on the field.
And the refs are
including the refs. That's what I'm saying. Including the refs. Kansas City's got about 85 guys on the field.
I don't think the Saints is the team that beats them, man. No.
All right.
I'll take the Chiefs.
All right. So
the Chiefs and the refs.
The Chiefs and the refs. All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna highlight this one, and then
the chefs, right? They call them the chefs.
The chefs. They always doing things there. Let's see here. So we had the Las Vegas. You had Denver. I had Las Vegas. I had Dallas. You had Pittsburgh. And we had one more that did we? Oh, yeah. Indianapolis and Jacksonville. You said Jacksonville can't go 0-5. I say, damn it all to hell. I think they can.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I think we're all the same.
We have quite a few different.
That's 3 different ones. Yeah, 3. Yeah, that's what I got. 2. A couple teams are
3,
on.
4. There's 4.
Where's the 4th?
You picked the Panthers and the Bears. I picked the Bears. You picked the Panthers.
Oh, you know what? Because they both started with C. My brain turned off. It's still recovering from earlier today.
Okay.
But yeah, so we have 4 separating us. So you took Chicago. I got Carolina. You got Jacksonville. I got Indianapolis. You got Denver. I got Las Vegas. And then obviously you're taking Pittsburgh in the Sunday night game, and I'm taking Dallas in the Sunday night game. Sunday night, national television, nationally televised. Dak's going to show up. Dallas is beating Pittsburgh 100%. Let's do it. You can book it. As my dad would say, book it. Let's go. Anything else go before we get out of here? It is late in the night. I know you have work tomorrow, and I have to take care of the kids.
Just, get your tissue box ready, because that ain't happening on Sunday night. I think the game's going to be close. I think this game's going to be close, and I think that's why the Cowboys are going to lose, because the game's going to be close, and Dak is not going to find a way to do it on the road against a good defensive team and a running quarterback, man. I think they're going to struggle. Who's going to tackle him?
Micah? He'll be back.
His high ankle sprain that's going to be out for like 2 weeks?
He's going to be back.
3?
He'll be back.
4?
He'll be back.
Not this week?
Yeah, he'll be back.
Not this week.
He'll be back.
Let's see what he says on the podcast.
Oh, I know, right? Let's go check out his live stream. Anything else before we get out of here tonight, compa?
No, looking forward to playoff baseball, even though it's just the most frustrating thing ever. And football's fun. Football's been fun to watch, and just it feels like just when we think we know everything, we know nothing. So, and you know what? I think the one thing that's very surprising this year, I haven't seen. Like, I'm amazed at how many elite players have been getting hurt this year. I think that's one thing that's just been like, wow. Like, who's going down next week? You know what I'm saying? Like, an elite guy after an elite guy.
Gotcha.
And Micah went down. Rice this week. You know?
She Rice, yeah.
Like, man, like, dude, like, just so many big names going down every single week, dude. Just crazy, mind-boggling. Who do you think right now, early favorite, compa? Okay, before we go, just food for thought. Who's the early favorite for the MVP?
If you're going off of right now,
you're gonna be surprised in my answer.
I think you're gonna go with the dude from the Vikings right now.
Oh.
No? It's kind of hard to go against Patty Mac. But, I mean, look at what... man. You got to think, it's basically a quarterback-driven stat.
Yeah. That's why. Yep. I agree.
Jamar is you can't go wrong with that, especially what he's doing right now. Or Lamar, sorry.
Really? Now who I would pick?
Who are you gonna pick?
Daniels. Jayden Daniels.
Jayden Daniels?
Right now?
Right now,
they're 3-1. He has better numbers than almost everybody except for Sam Darnold. But I think it's because of Darnold is that team's more associated with what's going on with or Jefferson. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
So I feel like Jefferson steals a little bit of that limelight from him. I feel like Jayden is the dude that is a cog to the Redskins or whatever they go
Commanders.
by, right? With the Commanders. There you go.
The football team.
The football team, the Commanders, and I just think. If I had to pick a favorite right now, through week 4, it's probably him.
Jayden Daniels.
I mean, clearly the offensive player of the year for rookie, right?
Right now, rookie of the year and offensive player of the year right now, Jayden Daniels.
Offensive player of the year might be Barkley.
For rookie?
No, we didn't say rookie.
Just
offensive player of the year.
Rookie offensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah, for sure.
Rookie of the year, I think him once again.
Mm-hmm. They separate them too now, right? They don't have they have rookie offensive player of the year. They don't have rookie of the year,
right?
Separate thing. Which I always thought we were talking about that. I think that baseball needs to do that too. They need to have like a rookie, NL rookie of the year for pitching, and then NL rookie of the year.
I agree.
Yeah. So I don't know. So that's my early pick right now.
All right, I like it. All right, I'm gonna go with Dak for the MVP early pick. Just kidding. Jayden Daniels is going to take that shit. Right now. But yeah, let's call it a night. I just had to throw one more out there. I need to make you laugh one more time before you went to bed. Let's get that patented Artie sign off.
All right, let's be safe and be nice to each other, my people out there, because there's always a lot of people trying to divide us, and that's one thing that I hate doing. Let's just smile and have a good time together, and just follow some sports. And if you like us, and that's what we do, we talk some sports. Even though compa doesn't always know the stats, but I try to give him guesses. Or
Hey,
hints.
I
like when you get it, and I maybe will give you like a hint. You get it, I'm like, oh, it's okay, you know.
It's like a proud dad.
Yeah, so, but yeah, 40-40, I was a little disappointed, to be honest.
But
I knew you wouldn't get that last one. Knew you wouldn't get it, but
nobody was gonna get Soriano, dude.
Soriano.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Evan might have.
No, I don't think so. Maybe we ask the little guy next time we see him.
How about you send him a text message in the group and see if he knows it without looking?
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't trust him.
Well, maybe because he might listen to the show and then he knows it at that point in time. You got to do it now.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so looking forward to the trivia. I'm glad I hit 75 percentile, 3 out of 4.
You are up there. You are up there. I am thoroughly excited about that. So good to go.
And I used the other one, the one that you gave me about the 13 different ways to score points in a football game with my barber, and he only got 6 out of 13. And I gave him 2 minutes.
Oh, damn. All right. You were like, you ain't getting it. I didn't get it. You ain't getting it.
And he's like, damn, you got 11 in 1 minute? And I was like, yeah.
It's like, bitch, that's who I am. My name RT. But yeah, that's awesome. I'll have some more for you next week too, compa. Don't worry. Thank you guys once again for joining us. Don't forget to follow us on the social media scene. You can follow us on Twitter at @theblown_save, on Instagram at @theblown_save. We also been posting snips of the show on TikTok as well. Go check those out, please. Don't forget you can still reach out to us at theblownSavePodcast@gmail.com. You can find the show anywhere you listen to podcasts, like Apple Music or Apple Podcasts and Spotify. If you want to support the show, it doesn't take a lot to do so. Hitting that like, subscribe, or share doesn't cost you anything, and it helps the show tremendously. And as always, give us a rating and review if you are in the mood. Don't forget to click that notification button so you get notified when a new show drops, like this one right here. Compadre, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you everybody today that went golfing with me, Sal and the homie Matt. Appreciate that. Thank you to the wife for sending me out on a surprise golf trip because she loves me, and that's cool. But other than that, guys, have a great night, compa. Have a good one.
All right, good night.